Hi, my name is Mark Adams, and welcome to the Private Label Report. This is a podcast where I invite you into my office and we talk about all things Amazon Private Label. Pull up a chair. Let's get started. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode. I thought we'd do something a little bit different and talk about what we're thankful for, what it is that makes this business worthwhile, and all the benefits and things that come from it. Because so many times we're just talking about going full speed, but we never take a time to slow down a little bit and say, why am I enjoying this? I actually just got back from the Canton Fair, and I'm here at my second home in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where I spend a lot of time. We're right on the beach overlooking the water, and I have the good fortune of being able to come here quite a bit. And every time I come here, I just seem to get in a better mood for obvious reasons, but it's nice to wake up to the waves crashing in and the sound that makes, and watching all the people go by and being able to sit out on the beach and all that. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm able to enjoy a life like that, and a pretty good life, really because of Amazon. I've been fortunate in my business career that I've usually had money come out of my businesses and good paydays when I've sold them, but it was always so long, such a lot of work, such a lot of risk, employees, staff, build out, all these other kind of things, that over the last, short of the last few years, the previous 25 years, I probably worked the equivalent of 40. And I'm sitting here now and I'm thinking, I've been an Amazon seller for a little less than 3 years now. And then I've been a private label seller for 27 years. And of course I did all this before the internet and everything else. But I'm just sitting here now thinking the last 3 years have probably been the best 3 of my professional life. I've been very fortunate. I've built a good business, and I have a tremendous community of people within my Head Start course and my Private Label Academy, and I'm fortunate to be able to take people to China to go on buying trips at the Canton Fair. And for me, the Amazon business has been just a tremendous boom to not only the finances, but the lifestyle as well. And as I'm just sitting here kind of contemplating, reviewing the previous year, I wanted to see if I can encourage all of you to take a moment and really say, no, not look at what I've done. That's really not the whole purpose of this. The whole purpose is for you to sit here and say, where am I right now? And appreciate what you have done if you've already started an Amazon business, or appreciate the fact that you can start an Amazon business and work from home for a few hours a week, that you can have that laptop lifestyle to where you can come and go in second homes and do the things like what I'm doing here. And I look back and I reflect on that, and every now and then when things get hard or things get difficult or something doesn't go my way, I sit back and try and take in the big picture and say, Amazon has afforded me a pretty good life. And I sit here and I think there's nothing that I've done that's any different or unique than anybody else, because I've talked to, maybe 300 plus coaching students over the last couple of years. And I always thoroughly enjoy talking with somebody one-on-one, or talking with somebody at a live event and hearing their story and finding out how they got into Amazon or what attracted them to that. And usually it's a common thread that people want a lifestyle. People want to be able to get away from the normal day-to-day routines that society says we ought to do. I mean, I do realize and appreciate that we're all kind of on the leading edge here, almost the bleeding edge. And I sit around and come and go in my home, and my neighbors, even though I try and tell them what I do, they don't really understand. They think I won a lottery or something. So maybe I'll start telling them that. I don't know. But as I sit here and realize and try and be thankful for what we are and being in the Amazon business, I still think I can think of no business where you can start out with such a nominal amount of money, a few $1,000s, in a relatively short period of time, 6 months, shorter, longer, whatever it is, turn it into a 6-figure plus income, and then have an asset at the end of that year that's worth $250,000 plus. And then you can sell that, you can rinse, wash, repeat. All of this really while you're working a few hours a week. I'm at a point now where in my business to where I manage my Amazon products, probably, I don't know, it varies. Sometimes it's 0, sometimes it's several hours a day. But it averages to be about probably 30 minutes a day, and I spend probably the lion's share of what I do with my coaching students and all the other live events and things, and going to China, because that's really what I enjoy. I'm at a stage now where I get the privilege of helping other people. And when you get one of those emails that comes in and says, gosh, thanks for helping me, your course was valuable, something along those lines that says, I was able to leave my job, or my wife doesn't have to work anymore, or we were able to travel to Europe because of just the money we made in the last couple of months. Those types of things are incredibly rewarding to me. And under the headline today of what were we thankful for, I'm certainly thankful for everyone who's watched one of my videos or sent a kind email or gotten started on Amazon and had some kind of benefit from maybe something that I was able to suggest that they do. So I look at this, and ultimately this isn't about, hey, what I'm thankful for. Again, I want you to sit back and say, what are you thankful for? Because there's probably a lot of good things going on in your life that you may not really have realized. But as you're thinking about this and thinking about going forward, maybe here in 2017, I would encourage you to rededicate your efforts to be able to realize that there is no better time in life to be able to start a business than right now. When I started, it was July 4th of 1989, and I always jokingly call that my Independence Day because I've been self-employed ever since that. And I look at it and think, if I would not have made that decision to start on my own, I would have never been able to enjoy the life I've had over the last almost 30 years. So I know all of you, there's some fear, there's some anxiety sometimes in starting and growing, and I just encourage you to get going. One of the things that I find is a common thread of people when they're thinking about starting or either growing and scaling their business is just they don't think big enough. The difference between somebody making $1,000 a month and somebody making $10,000 or even $100,000 a month is this much. And it's a couple decisions, it's a couple efforts, it's a couple things. But ultimately, you can get there. There's enough information out there to help you with the technical stuff. But if you can just sit here and get your mindset right and maybe sit down and dedicate yourself to 2017, I think maybe at the end of 2017, you'll be able to make your own video and say, hey, here's what I'm thankful for. But ultimately, I'm extremely thankful to be involved with Amazon as a seller and as a mentor to so many people. What a thrill and privilege that is for me, and I enjoy every moment of it, and thank and appreciate every one of you who have been part of my community in one way or the other. So I'm thankful in so many ways that I can't even begin to express them all. But as I'm just sitting here in one of those contemplative moods, and maybe it was the margaritas I had earlier today, I don't know, but I just want to tell all of you I appreciate you for being part of whatever it is I'm doing within the Amazon world, and I thank you, and I look forward to even a bigger, better year going forward.